You spent the whole day sleeping. Feeling better now?
Yes, I am. I apologize. I shouldn't have drunk that much. What did you do while I was, well, not in the best state?
I was with the girls most of the night. When you left to go back home without me, I told Akira to look for you, which he did, and he brought you back. I slept downstairs with Haru-chan.
I see. That was very irresponsible of me. I'm sorry.
It's alright. It was pretty fun, but try to be more responsible next time, okay?
It won't happen again, that's for sure.
So, what's the plan for tomorrow? Your phone buzzed all day.
Let's see. I am flooded with messages, actually. Message from Takamaki. Hey, are you feeling okay? You got pretty drunk last night. Say hello to Morgana for me. I'm so happy for you and Akira. If you want to talk about it, could we meet tomorrow at the park? Of course she is happy. And of course she wants gossip. She was the one that wrote this stupid message on my cheek, wasn't she?
No, it was Akira himself.
He's a lost cause, really. Then there's Sakamoto. Dude, you were hilarious last night. Don't expect me to suddenly become the life of the party, my ass. We jog tomorrow? Ugh, he doesn't seem to remember that we fought.
He remembers. I think he enjoyed it, though.
Is that so? And then, Yusuke's message. Last night was an interesting display of your true self. Would you be willing to partake in another painting session tomorrow? Well, that's true. He estimated there would be at least 5 to 6 afternoons of posing naked before he would finish his portrait of me. Makoto texted me as well. I hope you're feeling better this morning. Take care of yourself, okay? By the way, my sister invites you to dinner tomorrow night if you want. We'll have sushi and she wishes to get some news from you. Right. I need to get back to Sei-san as well. And Akira's message, good morning, honey. Want to go to Jazz Gin tonight or tomorrow night? I have been avoiding this place until now, but...
Because it reminded you of him?
Yes, I miss the place though. And Maruki's message. Looking forward to our session tomorrow, Akechi-kun. Ha, I'm looking forward to it as well. I also need to chat with Futaba about privacy. She's probably listening to what we are saying right now. And I still need to find a new job.
That's a lot on your plate. That's great. So, you and Akira, you made some kind of lover's truce?
We're not in love. But yes, we agreed to continue spending time together. I am convinced it's a bad idea, but he's the most stubborn man I know, and he won't let go. I won't have enough time to do everything, though. How many confidants does Akira have, exactly?
He has 21 of them, all maxed out. He could have had 1 or 2 more, but he often prioritized hanging out with you instead.
Are you kidding me? You must be joking. How on earth did he manage all of them? I guess the time management aspect is similar to my days in the spotlight, constantly occupied with various activities throughout the day. Still, that is quite impressive.
He used something meta called the Confidant menu. Want to give it a try?
What is that now? How... Can you explain this?
Don't stress about it too much. You're not likely to find an answer that would please your sense of reason.
Sounds like the answer I'd give if someone asked me how a cat can turn into a helicopter. All right, let's have a look. I don't understand. I spent weeks hanging out with Takamaki, hanging out with Sakamoto, and they're still level 1. And Yusuke and Maruki are at a higher rank, although I haven't seen them much. What is going on?
Well, it's not so much about the time you spend with people, but whether that time is meaningful and if a genuine bond is created. Considering your mission, it could also be tied to how your interactions with your confidants affects Maruki's reality stability.
Elaborate, please, Monopedia.
Take Yusuke and Maruki, for example. You've shared a part of your true self with them, and that has helped strengthen your bond. Besides, you told me that Yusuke showed interest in learning the meaning of grief and pain, and that he could question this reality. As for me, we've formed a real trusting partnership, which is why our bond is stronger.
I see. But we're already roommates. I almost share everything with you, and you're at level 5. What am I supposed to do for the next 5 ranks?
Well, I am not sure, but maybe our bond will strengthen as we make our way towards fighting Maruki and setting things right. My bond with Akira was closely tied to his mission as a phantom thief, and how it brought me closer to remembering who I am. You really only see those bonds as means to an end?
I'll tell you about that once you're up to rank 10. Speaking of which, why is my bond with Akira not maxed out? We've been through a lot together.
That's strange, actually. As far as I know, Akira has already maxed out his bond with you. There must be something we're not seeing, something that's holding you back. Your bond with Akira is complex, given your past and the choice he made.
I suppose it would make sense for a bond to go down a level if the trust in your confidant is betrayed.
I'm not sure, Akechi. It didn't happen when you showed your true intentions to Akira. The opposite happened, since he understood who you truly were. Keep working on it, and maybe we'll find the answer.
I'll keep that in mind. I must have faith, I guess.
Still no news from the Velvet Room?
Unfortunately not. I'm starting to wonder if I'm missing something. How developing those bonds is supposed to help us find a way to enter the metaverse. It's incredibly frustrating.
Perhaps it's not just about the bonds themselves, but about yourself. If he was referring to your true potential, then maybe it's a new power you're supposed to awaken to. If Maruki's persona can distort the cognition of the entire world population and jokers can shoot bullets through actual gods, who knows what kind of power a new persona of yours could have?
Interesting. It's pointless to theorize, but I admit I'm curious about this power I'm supposed to awaken. God, I miss shadow hunting, the fights. I can't even hear Loki anymore.
Why don't we seek advice from Wakaba? She's an expert in cognitive science after all.
Wakabe Ishiki. Yes, that could be helpful. Yet another person to interact with then.
If you have some free time one day, could I maybe talk to you about Anne too?
Yeah, sure. Man, that last party was a blast. I always thought you'd be the get all philosophical and wonder about the meaning of life type when you're drunk. But you were the life of the party.
Sometimes it's good to let loose a bit. I'm sorry about that dumb argument we had, though.
No hard feelings, man. I pushed it too. I don't know why I acted like that either. Probably just the heat of the moment and the booze. I'm sorry too. You don't usually get violent, do you? Nah, why would I? I've never had a reason to get into a fight in my life. But I'm pretty strong, so if I ever need to defend myself or someone else, I can handle it.
It almost sounds like you're eager for something like that to happen.
Well, a little challenge is always exciting, right? I mean, I've got everything I need. The track team's going great. I'm giving it my all, but to be honest, it still feels easy, especially with a coach as good as Kamoshida. The only thing I'm really struggling with is finding a girl, but that's more because I don't have the guts to make the first move.
I see. Your goal is to lead the track team to the international level to make your mother proud, right?
Yeah, she deserves the best. She worked so hard to raise me by herself, so I'm not gonna disappoint her. What about you? I heard you got fired. What are you gonna do now?
I'm still searching for another job. I've had a few interviews, but nothing's panned out yet. Maybe I could join the police since I can't go back to being an independent detective. But even the police may be out of the question.
Why's that?
Well, I told my old boss to fuck off when he wouldn't let me open a case to find Morgana. Turns out he's the son of the Minister of Home Affairs.
Dude, you've got some guts. I could totally see you as a cop, you know? Go for it!
Thanks. I'll think about it more before making any decisions.
You seem to be taking it hard that you can't be a detective anymore. You really like that job, huh?
Yeah, it gave me a sense of purpose and belonging. I was good at it, and it was really satisfying. People saw me as a sort of celebrity, which was a mixed blessing, but overall, I was comfortable in the job.
You were all over the news like Japan's hero. It's a shame you couldn't keep doing it. Gotta say though, your dad was a jerk. I can relate, you know?
Can you?
Yeah, well, he didn't try to bring Japan down or anything, but he was a real piece of work with my mom and me. Always drunk and not the kind of guy you'd want to mess with. And he left her like she was nothing.
Have you ever wished for a caring father?
That's kind of a weird question. I don't think so, though. My shitty childhood is what made me who I am. All I want is for my mom to be happy, and that's enough for me.
I agree with you. Growing in a difficult environment probably forged resilient minds and strength of will.
Yeah, right? Family can be tough sometimes. We've talked about my mom and your dad, but you never really mentioned your mom. What was she like?
She was a hard worker and a caring person. She always did her best to provide for me, despite the hardships we faced. I don't talk about her much because it brings up painful memories. She did her best to raise me on her own, and she didn't have the best circumstances.
Man, I'm sorry. I get that. It's tough being a single parent. Glad your father got what he deserved. Did she know about your detective work and all that? You know, it's alright if you don't want to talk about it. Sorry I brought that up.
No, she passed away before my teenage years. She never got the chance to see what I became or what I accomplished. I suppose I've always felt responsible for her suffering, even though I know it wasn't my fault.
I'm sorry. She'd be proud of you, man. I'm sure of it. Moms can be pretty amazing, huh? They put up with so much for us. We gotta pay them back for all they've done, right?
Yeah, I am sure your mother is proud of you too.
Thanks, Akishi. And hey, even though your detective gig's kinda on hold, you've got a whole bunch of friends who've got your back. You'll pull it off.
Thank you, Ryuji. That means a lot to me.
You're welcome, man. By the way, remember when I mentioned the speed dating session that's happening this weekend? Have you given any thought to coming along with me? It'd be cool to have you there for support.
You didn't saw me and Akira at the party?
What do you mean?
Never mind. I'll join you for this speed dating event, but I make no promises regarding its success.
Awesome, bro! I knew I could count on you. It'll be a blast, just you wait and see.
I'm sure of it.
That will piss him off so much.
I'll soon become addicted to this thing, you know? But how does it work, though?
Go to bed!